Does anyone remember this 2010s television show that featured these two women? Sometimes coming across representation of massage therapy in popular media can be about as rare as coming across a character that shares my first name. I am Kirby Clark Ellis, MMT, BCTMB, and this is Pop Culture Fridays. Valentine's Day is here upon us, and that means one thing to massage therapists: couples massages. That dreaded time of year where spas and their employees are often overbooked and schedules are chaotic and hectic for at least 2 out of the 4 weeks in February. To take some stress out of this time of year, I wanted to take a look back at one of my favorite television programs and their episode that featured massage therapy, specifically a couples massage. The Fosters was a family drama series on Freeform, formerly ABC Family, that lasted for 5 seasons, from 2013 to 2018. It follows the day-to-day lives of a multi-ethnic foster family led by a biracial lesbian couple and their 5 children. In season 2, the matriarchal heads of the family leave their eldest 2 teenagers in charge to spend a weekend getaway celebrating Lena's recent pregnancy with a baby moon. As one of the moms puts it, it's like a honeymoon, only instead of going away after you get married, you go away once you get pregnant, before there's no more time for fun, travel, or romance. In the episodes leading up to this, we are shown that their marriage is going through a rough patch as they struggle to connect with one another, while also putting out fires caused by the high-stress hijinks of their 5 foster children. This is further emphasized by Steph, the more strict and tough-love mama, voicing displeasure with the hotel room and almost immediately wanting to call the kids to check in on them, even though, as her spouse points out, she had just called them from the call. Steph's uptight attitude is on further display as she stops Lena from opening the mini fridge, saying that we can't afford to splurge right now. I guess now wouldn't be the best time to tell you about the couples massage I ordered, Lena tells her meekly. And while Steph insists that that's fine, it immediately sends her on a rush to get out of there and pick up groceries and call the kids, essentially abandoning the spouse that she's there supposed to be reconnecting with. Later on, after Steph returns from her self-imposed mission, Steph and Lena are shown getting their couples massage, also known as a tandem or unity massage. They are outside under a canopy with the sunset and the Pacific Ocean in the background. Steph, still clearly not in the mindset to relax her mind or her body for that matter, engages in excessive chattiness with the therapist that's working with her, asking questions like where is her therapist from, how long has the therapist been in the country, what made her come to America, does she have family here, and finally, does she have any kids? And what clearly started out as a relaxing experience for Lena is quickly disturbed by Steph's interrogation of her therapist, Inka. When Inka makes the assumption that the 2 women are here on a girls' getaway from their husbands, the couples massage takes an awkward turn. Actually, we're a couple, Steph tells her, hence the couples massage, which give both of the massage therapists pause, and Inka is shown clearly thrown off. Trying to recover, Steph's therapist, Inka, says, oh, nice, before becoming completely silent. And poor Lena is left looking utterly annoyed. There are a couple, in fact more than a couple, of things about this scene that stick in my craw. While the scenery looks breathtakingly beautiful and incredibly relaxing, a big pet peeve of mine is when massage therapy is shown on television as this very light, all over the place, thoughtless kind of caricature of technique. Oftentimes in television, massage looks more like a rub down than an actual massage. I can't fault the actors here for that. Although maybe I can. Do you remember Steve Buscemi in last month's Pop Culture Friday? Buscemi ate that role up and clearly devoted some time to learn actual massage techniques. But I digress. While tandem, unity, and couples massages aren't my favorite thing on a massage menu of service, this scene clearly demonstrates many of the reasons why. The first of which being, don't just blindside your partner with a massage you've booked for them. Nobody likes to feel obligated to do something just because their significant other sprang it on them out of nowhere. And ultimately, if a client doesn't want to be on a table, it's going to be a waste of time, energy, and ultimately money for everyone involved. Secondly, couples massages are very difficult to ensure optimal care for everyone involved. The more people in a massage room, the more opportunity for things to go wrong or for dissatisfaction to occur. You also don't want to be stuck in a situation like Lena, where your partner is keeping you from your own peace and relaxation. Now, there is nothing wrong with being an excessively chatty client. We can talk as much or as little as you'd like to during your session. But what makes for an awkward hour for everyone is when one half of a couple's massage is going into a full-blown conversation while the other half is struggling to achieve their zen. Finally, back in their hotel room, Steph asks Lena how her massage was, to which Lena tells her it was pretty good, which incidentally is how I also would describe it just by observing the technique. Then, somewhat snidely, she asks Steph, "How about you? How was your interview with Inca?" Further pointing out their divide as a couple by insisting that Steph seemed more interested in Inca's life story than anything Lena has had to say. This causes Steph to get defensive, saying that she was just making conversation, to which Lena scoffs and asks incredulously, "During a couple's massage?" And again, this isn't to judge Steph and how she chose to spend her table time. Sometimes chatting and conversation with their practitioner is what helps a client to relax and further trust their therapist. I am personally used to working in silence. I believe it is the best option to promote that relaxation that is necessary for healing. But at the end of the day, it's not my table time or my preferences that matter most. It just goes to prove that you should really give a lot of thought to how your partner will react and further behave during the massage before you just spring it on them. Steph eventually laughs it off. But as soon as my therapist found out we were a couple of lesbians, that shut her up, didn't it? Which gets into the mistake that the therapist made. A professional shouldn't make any assumptions, and they most certainly should never vocalize them to their clients. This also demonstrates why couples massage is a problematic term for this modern age. I've worked with all kinds of combinations in tandem massage. Parent and child, same-sex couples, siblings, cousins, friends, co-workers, you name it. In this day and age, massage therapists should be in the practice of using inclusive language and not changing the way they interact with a client just because the client might not be exactly like them or what we expect out of a client. Overall, this episode doesn't demonstrate the best practices in massage therapy, despite the beautiful scenery they're surrounded by. This episode does demonstrate, however, the considerations that one should keep in mind when booking a couples or tandem or unity massages, especially this time of year. What about you? What are your favorite or least favorite representations of massage therapy in pop culture? Let me know in the comments below.